Thank you, everyone, for joining us on another episode of Highway Marketplace Chit Chat, where we give the opportunities for entrepreneurs to talk about themselves and what they do. Today, we are going on live with Emmanuela of E-Events and Surprise Factory. She's been an event planner for many years now, and you can see her work. She does gorgeous events. I mean, she's a really elegant event stylist. So she's going to be talking to us about her journey. Thanks for joining us, Emmanuela.
Thank you, Ewing Marketplace. I'm so delighted to be here today.
Wow, wow, wow.
It's a great
It's a great
opportunity.
pleasure. So, did you ever know you'll be this big event planner and stylist someday?
Hell no, no. At some point, maybe yes, but when I started, no, I never had that idea or that perception of ever growing because E-Event just started like a surprise factory.
Wow,
Yep. So I had no idea I was gonna be where I am today.
wow. So, tell us how did it all got started? I mean, I'd love to hear the story.
Okay, so to begin with, I am Emmanuela, the founder. I would say founder. Most people say CEO, but I would say founder of E-Events Surprise Factory. This business started 2020. I'm actually a holder of a bachelor's degree in marketing. So most people think maybe because I did marketing, that is why I do business. No. When I did this marketing, I had no idea I was even going out there to be a business person or an entrepreneur. I just knew maybe I was going to work in places like Dangote, MTN, and things like that. But fortunately, during the Corona breakout, which was in 2020, I realized a lot of people lost their loved ones. They were depressed, some died, and there was just a lot going on in Cameroon, of course. And then I had this colleague who lost her sister. I was like, what can I do for her? Because she was really down. Each time she comes to work, she was not herself. I had to do a package. I did like a customized something, a customized mug and a customized pillow of her sister's image, and then gave her. It was mind blowing. She was going with it all over the place. She had that mug in the office for her coffee and then the pillow in her living room. So when I did that for her, 2 weeks later, it was her uncle's birthday in Bafusam. She said, this same thing you did for me, can you do it for my uncle too? She actually paid for it. She said, let me give you 20K. Can you just put up something for my uncle? I said, why not? Let me do it. I started with a carton. I started packaging in a carton, these regular cartons that people trash. So I went to a place in Aqua. I got a carton. I put those things inside. We had cookies, we had customized mug, customized throw pillow, and a cart. Then that her uncle too is a tough guy. This kind of people, they said no, he doesn't like surprises. He's like, when it got to her uncle, you needed to see the videos she sent to me. Her uncle was so terrified. He was so happy that he even shed tears. And she was like, you've done something for me. This is
Wow,
really huge. I said, okay. And then that was in February. And then in June, my cousin's husband in Yaoundé took call that his wife's birthday is on the 20th. Can I put up something for his wife? I did the same packaging. This time I added teddy bear, cake, and other things. When it got to Yaoundé, I sent through an agency. Just there at the agency at United, everybody was like, Kia Fessa, oh, ça me plaît, ça me plaît. Je peux avoir ton contact and things like that. So when it got to Yaoundé, her friends saw it, and then a lot of people started contacting me. They started
wow,
asking, why don't you take this as a business? At that time, mind you, I was working at Guest Cameroon as the account manager for Guest Cameroon. So people thought maybe, okay, since I'm working at Guest Cameroon, I will not be able to do this. So I started this thing. It was not like a business. I just wanted to put smiles on faces. I just wanted to see people smile. I wanted to see people feel like all hope is not lost. This is how
wow,
this thing started. And if you see my slogan, it is we put smiles on faces.
wow,
Yeah. At some point, we were like, even if you want to put smiles on people's faces, don't pay. If you don't have the money, that's fine. Just call us. We'll go sing for that person. I now came in with a saxophonist who was sing, would do. It was just a lot in Cameroon going on. Then we started getting customers like our customers at Dangote. We started serving people like NFC Bank. We started serving UBA Bank, started serving SJBC Bank, and a lot more of people that came through for us. That
Wow.
is how we started as a business. That was
So,
just a surprise factory,
right.
not
It
even the
started as, it
event
started
planning.
as Surprise Factory
Yes.
in
Yeah.
Cameroon,
In
and then
Cameroon.
we moved to the US.
No, still in Cameroon, after being the surprise factory, we now did an anniversary, wedding anniversary for my parents. We set up a place. So since it was that beautiful, my family now proposed, why don't you go into event planning and styling? Because you have the style, then you're good at what you do. You have passion for that. That is how it went from surprise factory to E-Event and surprise factory.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
beautiful. I just love the story, how one thing led to the
To the
other,
other.
and then you moved to the US now. I mean, you
Yeah.
already have the skills.
The skills.
That's what
Yeah.
did that, the fact that you already have this skill push you to continue in the US.
Yeah. When I came to the US, upon arrival, I had a cousin who actually brought balloons at the airport to welcome me, balloons and roses. And this was her statement: since you put smiles on people through surprise, I decided to surprise you too. So
Wow.
when she did that, I felt it. I said, okay, this is something I have to continue here. That is
Wow.
when I started upon arrival at the airport too with artists. There are a lot of artists I've welcomed at the airport, like Blanche Belly, Tizi Pancha, Gomez, Wiz Boy of Nigeria, Shea London. There are a lot of them. Chris M. You can name them.
Wow. So
Yeah.
when you decided to start in the US, how did you get your first customer? I mean, the first couple of customers you work with?
My very first customer was, I would say, it's my elder brother. He sent me to do his friend's wife just put to bed, Jean Baptiste's wife. So he asked me to put up something for like a baby shower to go visit them. So I did a baby box, a baby shower basket. When I took there, his wife was astonished. She was like, I've not seen this in Minnesota. Emma, you did this? I said, yeah. She said, I love it. That is
Wow.
how it started. When I posted that one, another lady, Miranda in Virginia, she saw it too. She needed it. She placed an order too. I did that, and just like that, and then. But my very first customer for deco is the
Mhm.
Bureau Corps. They call them Bishop Rogan students.
Right.
Yeah, they trusted me with their event. That was 2022 December, if I'm not making a mistake. Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
How did they found you? They saw your previous work or it was a
They saw my
recommendation?
previous work, and then through other people recommended they wanted events.
Right.
So
So
they asked me to
sometimes like
send.
when you do something like event decoration back in
Yeah,
Cameroon and then you come to the US, and you're starting your first event, did you experience like any fear or how
a
did it
lot of
go?
fear. I will not lie, a lot of fear, because when you are at home base, whatever you do, people used to cheer me up. We have our own little, the resources are not like that of here. Like the kind of balloons I used back then, the kind of flowers and other things I use in Cameroon, of course, it's not the same thing we have here. And then the way I charge back home,
Mm.
how will you even charge somebody 1 million in Cameroon for an event, unless that event is really a wow? But when I got here, I actually met with another elderly lady in
Mm-hmm.
Deco,
Mm-hmm.
Marjorie. She helped me do the budgeting and the pricing. So
Nice.
when I saw that price, I was like, this is a lot of work. Sometimes you see the money,
Mm-hmm.
you can imagine what you need to put in.
Right.
Seeing 3,500, I was like, I converted it to CFA. It gave me 2 million and more. I said,
Wow.
Emma, this is a lot of work. You need to put in that work.
Wow.
Yeah, that night, the night before the event, I did not sleep. Literally, I did not sleep. I was just there thinking, and then I had to take a paper, drafted how I would place people, who is sitting where, and things like that. But fortunately, what I did, the person that was supervising for bureau call came in, and he was like, "Girl, this is it."
Wow.
So I
How
said,
did you feel after being successful in that first event?
I went back home. I'm that type of person. I don't drink alcohol, but I went back home. I had to pop my brother's bottle of champagne. That, yeah, girl, you did it. You did it, and you can do more. So when
Wow.
I did that one, I noticed that the balloon decoration I was doing back home did not really have that gravity like what I have here, like what they have here. So I had to pay for 2 days master class for balloons.
Wow.
Yes, I did a
Wow.
2 days master class, and that is how I acquire an attestation.
Wow. Let's look at some of your work.
Yeah.
I prepared a video for that. Wow. 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 So tell me about this deco. It looks really classy and luxury.
Yes, this red deco, like they say, a person's cheek doesn't die in their own hands. This
Mhm.
was actually the day I was launching E-Events and Surprise Factory in the US,
Wow.
December 12th, 2024.
Wow. So
Yeah.
that deco, you did it for
So
yourself.
that, yeah, I did it by myself and for myself.
Wow. It looks
Yeah.
really elegant.
Yeah.
And you mentioned you had to study how to make balloon.
Balloons, yep.
Wow. So what this tell me about this one. What was that this
Which is
balloon?
that? Oh, this was Bishop Rogan's ex-students rally. That was last year. Yeah, last year, May.
Hmm. Wow.
So I never wanted to. Usually, I would do just the regular backdrop where they
Hmm.
can stand, take pictures with logos and other things. This
Right.
time around, I decided to use marquee letters. The white things you see below are called marquee letters. That when you put them on, it actually brightens up. It has the bobs
Hmm.
on there here.
I see.
So
It's
I was
more
like,
like
let me
this.
form something with their name here. If you see
Mhm.
Bureau, call MN, Bureau, call Minnesota.
Right.
So I
Nice.
actually wanted to have a different taste of e-event. And then that was during spring. That's why you
Mhm.
see a lot of beautiful colors for balloons that I used on that day.
Wow. So this is the balloon that you you did for this party. Tell me about this party.
This one is a graduation, Dr. Gwen. This is in Chicago.
Hmm. Wow. So you
Yes.
also travel.
I travel here. I go to every state.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, so now this questions is short answers
Yeah.
and make it sweet and nice. Okay. So
Mhm.
what's the most popular event theme right now, or the trends?
The trend.
Yeah.
It depends on individuals though.
Hmm.
You can already say something is it's particular because it depends on individuals.
Right.
Yeah, we have a theme according to your event, according to your color, according to your style, your fashion, and then we know how to bring out a theme.
Nice. So
Yeah.
what's the most stressful part, about event decoration? Is it the setup or the
To order, if it is about balloons, is what to order. What to order. Knowing what to order for a customer is key. If you can order, because like the balloons you just saw, you cannot just sit and you imagine that, oh, this setup will take 10 packets of 10 inches, or 5 packets of 5 inches, or how many packets of 18 inches. So you need to know what you're ordering and for what. So that is the most stressful part of it. If you
what
know,
what's the most booked season in what you do?
summer, summer.
Wow. So
Yeah.
what's the color most people request?
I would say red, red,
Wow. So give me some words that your clients usually use to describe you and your work.
versatile. Yeah,
Nice.
versatile. Until I had to go to my private account and Instagram and change my name to Emma Versatile, because everybody's like, you're a versatile woman, you can do and you can undo. Because
Wow.
with E-Event, nothing is above me unless I don't put my mind in that thing. Once I place my mind on that thing, I go for it and I get it.
Wow. So
Yeah.
tell me about the biggest event you ever planned.
In Cameroon will be the dance. They
Mm-hmm.
call it the dance. It was a wedding.
Mm-hmm.
The other events to do decoration for 350 people, but 2 days to the event they added 50 people, so I did an event for 400, the capacity of 400 people. So
Wow.
that has been the highest in Cameroon. And then here in the US is the Kobe's 2025,
Wow. What was
bridal
the
shower.
what
Yeah.
was the number of the guests?
For the Kobe's it was 150, but the aesthetics was what mattered.
Wow.
There was a lot of putting this together, taking A, putting together with B to give C and things. Yeah,
Nice.
they were so
So
particular about.
so one tip for someone planning an event.
Someone planning to be an event planner or planning an event.
Planning an event right now
Okay,
and
if
they
you're
think
planning an event, please be ready. Be ready, I say, be ready to listen to the event planner or to the decorator, because there's a difference between an event planner and a decorator. Be ready to listen from those people, because trust me, we are the final decision makers. We know what it takes to put together to give you what you want. So sometimes when we tell you people, no, don't go with red, go with lilac, go with blue, go with baby blue, go with this. Trust us, it's because we know what is going to give your event that top-notch look. Yeah.
nice, nice. So what do you like most about about what you do?
First, it makes me travel a lot. I'm a travel queen. So it makes me travel a lot. And then it makes me see how joyful people can be. It makes me feel like I can say a small Jesus. Because honestly, when you do a good job, the way people react to it, some people feel so overwhelmed that they even cry. And when they cry like that, they give you a hug. You're like, yeah, I've done something. Those are moments that you cannot even buy.
Wow. So I
Yeah.
know everybody, like in the event space, they have their various stories, either some challenges, either some mistakes, and different things like that. What is one mistake that you've made, and what did you learn from it?
I would say undercharged. Like I charged less for an event. There was an event I was supposed to charge at least $2,500 for a backdrop, because it was a Bogwas backdrop. But I charged that person $800. So when I went to one of a colleague, she was like, "Girl, how much are you going to pay for balloons? These bots, you need to paint these bots, you need to buy the paint, you need to paint it yourself, you need to pay yourself a label and all of that, and then transportation. You're taking $800. That is way too low. That is way too low. Don't do that." And honestly, I had already charged that person. I could not go back again.
Wow.
Yeah, I could not go back. I ended up spending like 3 that's
Wow.
1,300 from my pocket. So I added like 500 from my pocket.
To make it
Yeah.
work.
Yeah, to make it work, because
Wow.
at that
Wow.
moment the customers, they don't care. All they want is for you to deliver. You took the money, you charged them, you took the money, you gave the date, and that is it.
Wow.
Yeah.
So, still on stories, the behind the scenes stories, of running a business, right?
Yeah.
What is one skill that has really helped you in your line of work?
Painting. I tell people, if you want to be an event planner, a decorator, be ready to be a plumber. Be ready to be, in fact, an engineer in general, because you paint, you'll be a woodworker, you do everything. So I have learned a lot of skills. Now I can paint. I know which color matches which board and what event. So I
Wow.
think, yeah,
I didn't even see that coming. I didn't even
Yeah.
know painting is part of the
Yeah.
requirements to be a
All the backdrops you
event
see us
planner.
do, we do the painting ourselves. I
Wow,
don't know about other event planners or decorators though, but I do my painting myself.
wow,
Yeah.
wow. So what is one lesson, I mean, you've learned so far? I know you learned something about undercharging. What is another lesson that you've learned so far?
I've learned to be patient. Honestly, I'm not a patient type. Anybody that knows me, they know Emmanuela doesn't really have that patience. I always want things to be like this. I always want people to work with their conscience and then treat people nicely, like the way they want to be treated. But you see, this business, customers don't care. So you need to be patient. You need to tolerate. If you can't tolerate, you can't do this business. Because sometimes you'll be out there maybe setting up a balloon, because a customer sister or any relative comes in and say, no, I don't like that angle, the color is not good, no, tell her to stop. They'll just come and say, even sorry, can we just stop, can you use the other angle, when you've gone like 40% of the work already.
Wow.
At that point, if you're not patient or if you can't tolerate, you will say something that is not good. So you just have to be, yeah.
That's amazing. I'm glad you can now manage yourself very well. I used to have that kind of like when somebody say, "Oh, Ivan, you didn't treat me well. Oh, you don't have patience and stuff like that." I used to get angry quickly. Like, why do you say that? But I also learned to say, you don't know me yet. Just give me time, and you work with me, and you understand that I'm fighting for you and I'm giving you the best you can find anywhere. So let's talk about events that are coming up. You're currently uh, receiving bookings, right?
Yeah.
So what do you have for people that are, in need of your services? This moment, break down the services that you provide and the process to work with you.
To work with me. Okay. For now, we still have slots very available for summer. We've started taking orders already though. So e-events, we plan your events, we plan birthdays and execute. We plan everything and execute. So birthdays, graduation, prom, anniversaries, weddings, end of year parties, um, anything celebration. E-event is here for you. E-event is not only an event planner and decorator, we are also a stylist and a personal shopper. So everything you see on me, I shop that and I style myself. I style a lot of people too. I style artists. I style couple for their weddings too. And just any event you have, just holler at us and we'll be here for you at any time, any day. Yep.
Yeah, and what not? How can people, book for your service?
Through our contact 612-483-0180. Only for business people, please, business purposes. 612-483-0180. And then visit us on Instagram too and TikTok. We're still working on our Facebook page. Then if you want anything like E-Event is also affiliated with guest houses in Cameroon. So if you're here, you want to go back home and then you need somewhere to rest your head, or if you're in Cameroon, you need a good guest house, just inbox us. We'll get something very good for you.
And you still have
That's
your
very
team
good.
providing services in Cameroon, right?
Yes, I have a team in Cameroon of 6 workers providing all the services in Cameroon in all the regions, but for Far North and Mehmet Division for obvious reasons.
Right.
Yeah, so all the services I render here are very much available in Cameroon too.
Guys, if you're planning an event and you want it to be elegant
Yeah.
and stress-free, E-Event is the person you should be calling right now. I mean, you've seen her work, you've listened to her speak. She is great at what she does. And she said it, and most people say it's versatile. Thanks
Yeah,
for
so
watching, guys. Yeah,
yeah,
go ahead. Go ahead.
So I would just want to say maybe I don't he even doesn't talk much. I do much. I really don't talk much. I'm not the type that I can talk but not yeah, you know what I mean. So um I would be selfish to go without appreciating some few people. There are some particular people, were it not for them, I would not have been where I am today. We have first of my team in Cameroon. I have Faith, my PA. I have Emi, my driver. I have Ivo, my other driver. I have Nicole. I have yeah, Gabila. That's my team in Cameroon. I really want to say thank you guys so much for the work you put in my absence. I'm not there. I just assign you and you execute it so perfectly. Thank you so much. May nothing ever die in your hands too. I want to appreciate my Isabella of NFC Bank. I want to appreciate all my customers of Dangote, Cameroon. I want to appreciate the Kobis of Minnesota. I want to appreciate Monsieur Jean-Baptiste of Minnesota. He is the one that actually brought E-Event to the spotlight. And my family, my friends, my fans, thank you all so much. Were it not for you, I would not have been where I am or who I am today.
Wow,
And I
that's
it's
beautiful.
only on you guys.
That's
Never
beautiful.
let me down. Thank
And
you.
I'm glad to hear Jean Baptiste is behind your success. Keep
Yes.
up the good work, Jean Baptiste. He's a member of the Ivory Marketplace community, a very vibrant member, and we are proud of the work he's doing to elevate our community. But thank you so much, Emmanuela. This has been a very powerful conversation. I love your story. Keep doing what you're doing, and keep going.
We're
Thank
open
you
for
all for
master class
watching.
too. Anyone that wants to take a master class for balloon decorations, you're free to contact me. I will
Nice,
not be selfish with knowledge.
nice.
Yeah.
Nice. And she's not talking the talk, she's also walking the work. You can see
Yeah.
this beautiful balloon for this graduation. She did an elegant job. So this video, the full video will be available on Iwi Marketplace YouTube channel. Please subscribe to our channel. We're begging you, subscribe to our channel. And if you also need to be featured on Iwi Marketplace, please contact us. Thank you all for watching. Help us share this video. It's going to be on our YouTube channel. Thank you for joining us again, Emmanuela. And, we're out.
Thank you. It was a